Hansi Flick has been officially named coach of Barcelona, and he can't wait to launch his great project. There is no doubt that the German coach has something fantastic in mind. Let's talk about Neymar's return. Why does Erling Haaland himself want to sign for Barcelona? The future of the Catalan club could be brighter than ever. You will also find out what kind of 16-year-old defensive monster Flick could unearth, and what sensational names were already mentioned in the first meeting with Deco and Laporta. What the culés think today, we are going to tell you, as the technical sextuple will bring the world of football to its knees once again. That's why all Blaugrana fans should already be aware and share our video with their friends. Well, here we go. What I like about Hans is his vision of the project. The new coach is praised by Barcelona bloggers. Hansi Flick wants more runners and players of a higher physical level to compete for the Champions League next season. He doesn't believe in transition seasons. Joan contributes. They also want the team to compete for all possible trophies. These are the messages currently spreading within the Catalan community. The German coach approaches his management quite directly. He knows exactly how he wants to build the team and which players should be included in his squad. If Xavi had remained in charge, Barca's first addition in the summer would have been Guido Rodriguez, whose pre-agreement was valid until June 1st. However, Flick's decision was inevitable. He does not need a 30-year-old Argentine defensive central midfielder. Hansi's position is very clear. The squad should only be reinforced with the most necessary pieces, not more mediocre players, even if they come for free. There are other possible rejections. The Catalans will probably not be able to get 3 important signings this summer. At least Liverpool is asking for €75 million for Luis Diaz. Negotiations are also ongoing with Real Madrid and Manchester City. Here are the most commented ones: Inigo Martinez, Sergi Roberto, Ansu Fati, Roque, and Marc Gu. Apart from them, several loaned players are expected to return, including Lenglet, Julian Araujo, Eric Garcia, Alex Collado, and Pablo Torre. Garcia, Araujo, and Collado seem to be the most likely to stay at the club. Hansi Flick will closely follow each of these players, so any surprise in the team is possible. And what else can Barcelona fans expect? Big surprises, especially in the new members of the club, where many sensational names have already been revealed that I will share with you in a moment. So, which names has Hansi Flick already surprised the Barcelona board with? On the one hand, have you heard about the 20-year-old goalkeeper from Werder Bremen, Mio Backhaus? If not, it's time for you to go see his highlights. But only after watching this video. Okay, this guy spent last season at Modesto Bendang and had such an impressive performance there that he was named the best goalkeeper of the season in the Eredivisie. Mio could become a backup option, as Flick is not sure about Iñaki Peña, who did not perform well replacing Ter Stegen. Let's move on to another new, and to some extent unexpected name that emerged in the Barcelona context. Bayer Leverkusen's Jeremy Frimpong. The 23-year-old right-back made a splash with his performances last season. Hansi Flick is a big admirer of the player's abilities and sees the Dutchman as a dynamic right-back who, along with Araujo, could reliably cover the defensive flanks and add considerable speed to the baseline. In general, Flick's approach to defence is spectacular. In case Frimpong's transfer is completed, Barca's defensive line will look like this. Frimpong, Araujo, with and for nothing, my goodness. The next sensation is a transfer that no one was hoping for. the arrival of the 16-year-old gem prodigy and new jewel of Belgian football, Jor Okio. This boy could surprise everyone with his progress next season. Plus, Pep Guardiola and his Manchester City are also targeting this player, which alone says a lot. But enough about defence. Let's move on to the midfield. Here, the German coach impressed the Blaugrana board with two footballers, Mikel Merino from Real Sociedad and Angelo Stiller from Stuttgart. Both candidates sound quite interesting. Mikel, 27 years old, is seen with a profile Gesca type who will add physicality to Barcelona's midfield and can open space behind the backs of rival defenders at any time, just as Leon did in the golden days of Bayern Munich under Flick. Stiller is a different type of player, a good option to give competition to Frankie. He's good in short spaces and very effective in long balls, having played a fundamental role in Stuttgart's historic season. Experts describe the player like this. Although these possible transfers could be an interesting addition to the Catalans' current squad, they do not generate the same excitement as the possible transfer of Nico Williams to Barcelona. After realising that it was almost impossible to get Luis Diaz, the Catalans are focused on acquiring the 21-year-old Athletic Bilbao star, who is also the best friend of the Minge Bad in the Spanish team. Nico and Lam Mind give that verticality, and it is very comfortable to play with the two of them, says Pedri, who plays together with both in the Red Fury squad. In fact, this particular agreement would give a massive boost for this Barca. The only obstacle in this case is the 50 million euros of the termination clause. Please make it a reality. We only want to see this happen. The Blaugrana fans would be absolutely delighted with the transfer of Nico, but no one has any idea what gifts the Porta and Flick are preparing for the summer of 2025. Return to Barcelona, Rule 1 for a FFP is less difficult now than last year, says the president of the league, Javier Tebas, confirming that the Spanish giants have the keys to solve the main problem. A new super agreement with Nike, the return of the renewed Spotify CNA, in addition to a new and ambitious project, should help bring new financial flows to the budget of the Catalan Super Club. Everything boils down to the fact that Barcelona's directors will manage to get out of the bad streak and, in fact, challenge Real Madrid for what is learned from publications from media related to Barcelona that Porta has not yet given up on his dream of signing a Galactico couple for the club's squad. Although Joan talks about the Barcelona style, where the majority takes centre stage, he doesn't mind having stars who can turn the game around in a single moment. After all, he was the one who brought Ronaldinho and Ibrahimovic to the Cam. It is like that. During the Porta's re-election campaign, his main goal was Erling Haaland. Since 2021, there have already been several rounds of conversations with the Norwegian, and the Scandinavian goal-scoring machine has always responded positively to the Netherlands simply didn't have enough money to cover it. The transfer of Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid practically closed the discussions regarding the possible arrival of the Norwegian to the Santiago Bernabeu. The press wrote many things, such as the reluctance of the two Galacticos to play in the same team due to their rivalry. Therefore, Barca can benefit from Mbappe's move to Real Madrid, at least in a certain sense. Who would not want to see Haaland versus Mbappe, but with the Barcelona and Madrid shirts? We are sure that there are many people like that among those who watch this video. Press the button me, like if you agree with us. Another potential move that could come to fruition is the return of Neymar. One of the initial ideas behind his return included bringing back the Brazilian magician, whose relationship with Barcelona did not end as everyone wanted. Unfortunately, Paris Saint-Germain refused to sell Neymar to the Blaugrana, and the player ended up in Saudi Arabia. However, his contract with Al Hilal expires next summer, which means that Barcelona could bring the Brazilian back to the club for at least 1 or 2 seasons if they show strong desire to close the deal. Of course, judging by Neymar's current form, he still has a burning passion for the game, so we might see him in top form again very soon. Now imagine the next lineup: Ter Stegen, Fran, Araujo, Conde, Vale, Gabi, Frankie, Yamal, Neymar, Nico, Haaland. This is a Barcelona dream that could come true when Laporta and Flick come together and manage to carry it out in the summer of 2025. Hansi Flick's project in Barcelona is an intriguing spectacle that has what it takes to take the rivalry between Real Madrid and Barca to the next level. Guys, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, share your impressions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Very good. But why does Barcelona have every chance of outshining Real Madrid even with Mbappe? You'll find out in our next video coming soon.